Howdy, howdy.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Tell us about this initiative and why you wanted to do this.
It's been 300 mass shootings this year, and I've only heard about 4. So when I was hit with that information, it really hit home for me. And I got personal ties with Colorado, of course. We had the shooting here at the theater my second year in the league, and got really heavy ties in Dallas. Was it 2 years ago? We had the shooting there. So when I heard about the initiative, I thought it was a great initiative, and it was a way that we can bridge the gap between law enforcement and the community. And I just thought it was great. My very best friend, he's a police officer in Dallas. So I was like, man, I could do this for him, let him know I'm thinking about him. So shout out Agent Abner, Officer Abner, Arlington PD. So I just thought it was a great initiative, and I challenged my teammates too, and for my teammates to really step up. It just shows you the type of team that we have. Not only did they help out with this initiative, but my own personal stuff with Von's Vision, some of the other stuff we do in the community, and they also had ideas as well. So it was a great thing for our team. I'm happy that I did it.
It sounds like when it happens, you're going to get paired. Each person gets paired with a different police officer or firefighter.
Yeah, you could.
What hope they gain from that relationship?
So you could. Between the pairing with the police officer, hopefully it'll bridge the gap, like I was saying before, between the community and the police officers. We've been doing great stuff here, but this is a great way to bring everybody closer. And but like I said, my best friend is a police officer, so I can pair him and some of his colleagues with some of his vets. So it's a real cool deal on the 616 initiative.
There's a lot of causes that you guys sponsor.
Yeah, we all over the place.
But this one seems to one of those that strike a chord with everybody. When you talk about the mass shootings and everything that's going on in the country, can you recognize that?
Yeah, like I said before, I've heard of 3 mass shootings. You had the one right before the wildfire in LA, and I just thought it was a great idea. These vests, they stop 223s, 556, 3030s, rifles, and the vests that police officers are equipped with, they only stop handguns. So whenever you see some of these mass shootings, all these guys, they have AR-15s, rifles, 3030s, and all this stuff. So now police officers will be more equipped to handle those situations, the first responders and everybody involved.
The guys at Shield616 wanted me to say thank you, a huge thank you. This means a lot to them. Do you hope that your effort inspires others to come forward and donate as well?
100%. It already has with some of my teammates. Not only is it the 616 initiative, but it's some other stuff that guys want to do as well. We had the team meeting, talk to the guys about, this is what I want to do, and if anybody else has anything that you want to do, and that really hit home with a lot of guys. So we're doing the 616, and we got a lot of other stuff that people want to do. So it was great for our team, and it was great for my teammates.
With this, or I know you donated the cruiser to the DeSoto Police Department a couple of years ago, Von's Vision. At what point did all this stuff really become important to you in your career?
Yeah, the cruiser in DeSoto was just to, give me, diplomatic immunity in my hometown. So they wouldn't, pull me over and, write me speeding tickets. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I got a really strong relationship with all those guys. Some of the resource officers that I had in high school are still there. That's 20 years ago. So some of the guys are still there. I had a very close relationship with those guys. So that's what the cruiser and the $25,000 donation was for my guys at the DeSoto Police Department. Shout out.
Do you think this shows even more that it's a good thing when football players don't just stick to football and branch out a little bit?
Yeah, it just depends on the person. It really just depends on the person, because every pro athlete is just not built the same. Some guys are able to focus on this, focus on that, focus on family. So many other things that you have to worry about as a professional athlete, especially. So it just says a lot about our team. We got guys that's focusing on football, winning championships, winning games, and we got guys that's worrying about off the field issues as well, social issues as well, and worrying about the community as well. So it just shows you what type of team that we have. You know, I can't speak for, you know, every professional athlete, but, you know, here at the Denver Broncos, we got a lot of guys with a lot of off-field endeavors and a lot of off-field charities and foundation that we help out with.
See it different around here with after the 2 wins as far as the energy in the locker room going forward?
It's on to Cincinnati, you know. You know, I'm just trying to, you know, keep everybody down. You know, it's always good when you win, but, you know, winning can be a curse as well. Winning can cover up a lot of stuff as well. So, you know, I'm as real as they get. Yeah, we won 2 games. You know, we still got a long way to go. As much as I want to come out here and joke and, you know, have fun, I recognize where we're at, and it's my job as a captain to keep everybody level.
In that regard, you face a backup quarterback on the road. And defensively, do you sense like, hey, this is a game we can step up, make some noise? Because you faced with lots of Rivers, Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
Do you sense like, hey, this is the stage?
See, Troy, we can't really fall into that trap that you guys are trying to set. You know, Jeff Driscoll, he's a very fast quarterback. He's probably faster than all those other guys that just mentioned. He's probably faster than Mahomes, Watson. He's faster than all of those guys. You know, he has true speed, and we just can't really fall into a trap. Last year we did that when we played the Giants. You know, they were down Odell Beckham, down a whole lot of, you know, star players on their offense. We went to the game like, okay, we could just line up. You know, Eli Manning gonna throw us the ball, and we wound up losing that game. So we want to learn from the past and really keep our heads down and just go to Cincinnati with that focus and that mindset to really come out with a win. And that's all that really matters right now.
How important is it in the NFL or sports in general to not get too high with the highs or low with the lows?
I mean, it just depends. If you're 10-1, I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed. And if you lose a game, you know, you're still good. But when you're in a position that our team is in, and a lot of other teams around the National Football League, you can't really, you know, get caught in that stuff. You know, winning is fun. You know, everybody loosens up, and it's kind of hard to, you know, not drink the Kool-Aid when you're winning. But that also can crush you at the end of the day. If you're the New Orleans Saints right now, you're good. You're the Rams, you know, the Chiefs, you're good. But if you like some other teams around the National Football League, including us, we got to keep our head down. We got to keep focusing, and we got to keep battling out to get wins.
Do you do a bonus sack dance when you get awarded an extra half sack in the middle of the week?
I mean, see, I always felt in my heart that was my sack. You know, so whenever they awarded me with a sack, it was just like, okay, yeah, cool. I mean, I already knew that. You know, so it's really not. And that's just part of the game. And I would have loved, you know, to give Shelby that sack. Not really, but you know, it would have been dope, you know, to have Shelby get that sack and, you know, the interception and the crazy game that he had, and, you know, him having a newborn baby and all this. I would love to do that for you, Shelby, but you know, I can't do it. I can't do it. But it's a tight race. It's a tight race when you look at the sack league. Of course, you got Aaron Donald at 14.5, but everybody else, second place is 11.5 sacks. You got 2 guys at 11.5 sacks. Then you got 2 guys at 11 sacks. And you got 4 or 5 guys at 10 sacks. So it's a very tight race, and any game can really break it open for any of us. So I really needed that one. I'm sorry, Shelby.
Did you hear Bodie Miller named his child after you? Got you in part of the name? Easton Vaughn Reck Miller. You know who Bodie Miller is?
Yeah, he came out to summer camp, right? Or no?
Here.
Oh, geez, no, I didn't know that. I gotta check it out. That was on Twitter. I've been out here with you guys. I haven't even, you know.
No, it was a while ago, I guess.
Oh, my bad. I got it. Appreciate you, Bodie. You know, I gotta send a jersey out to you guys. You know, it's dope.
What can you tell us about Jeff Holland, his progress?
Jeff Holland's been great. You know, from the get-go, I go even back further than that. You know, I spent time with Jeff in the summer, and whenever the draft passed by and they had all these free agents, and I saw that Jeff they got drafted, I was like, man, you know, we could use that guy. Then he texted me, and he was saying that he was thinking about coming to the Broncos, and immediately I was like, hey, you know, you come to the Broncos, we ready to go. We got Chubb, we get Chew, we got, you know, all these guys, and you know, he ended up coming. And at first, it to me, you know, it really doesn't matter. I mean, we got franchise guys that's calling the shots here. I feel like, you know, Jeff could make this team, and Jeff could make other teams as well. So when he didn't make the team, I was like, you know, just keep pushing. You know, Thomas is gonna come. We only got 4 outside linebackers that's playing, so that means one guy goes down and you right up. And we had that happen the Arizona game, and we kind of battled it out, and you know, he was kind of, you know, feeling away by that, and I told him, hey, just keep pushing, you're gonna get your shot. You know, it happens for everybody. From Chris Harris, I can name, you know, a million guys that had to wait on their shot and ended up being stars. So I'm happy and I'm excited for Jeff. He comes out here to practice. He plays hard. He practices hard every single day. He had a great preseason, so I'm excited for him. It's going to be good. He's ready to go.
Have you sensed that this week means a little extra to Domata going back to Cincinnati?
Yeah, it's great. I tell you, his birthday was on Monday, and I've said before, Domata's probably been one of the most positive teammates that I've ever had. Win, lose, or draw. 6 losses, 2 wins, 3. It doesn't matter. Domata is going to be the same guy. And whenever you got a teammate like that, whenever you got a special teammate like that, you always want to play above and beyond for those guys to go and win. And the same feeling that we had with DeMarcus and Peyton and Coach Phillips for the Super Bowl, it's the same feeling that we have for Domata. We want to make it happen for him in regard, not only for Domata, but for VJ too. Both of those guys had careers at Cincinnati, but especially Domata. He played his whole life there. So we definitely want to go back and want to play well for him and his family.
Thank you very much, Vaughn.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.